Every week is fashion week for me. Wake up, put on all the freshest shit you ever seen.
That's my intro.
Ooh. I said, give me your soul.
Give me your soul right now.
I'm starting off with my Tarte Big Ego, and this is in the shade medium brown. So before, I used to use 2 colors, but for today, I'm kind of going for like a classic beauty queen look, and because of that, I am gonna make it more simple. And don't mind all the product I just scooped up right there. Just gonna blend that in. I feel like I've noticed something with my past videos. I used to make my eyebrows super bushy, super pointed, and arched. This time around, I'm doing it just a little bit longer. It's gotta be so weird watching me and being on the outside. And just like every time you look back at my videos or you see me, I have like new eyebrows, new contour. Like I'm always a different person. Some people are literally just out there enhancing their beauty. And then there's people like me who like to be a transformer every other day. And honestly, I just lost control with this eyebrow. It's fine, I'm gonna clean it up. Here, I'll make this one match a little bit and then I'll just carve them clean. Okay, I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty concealer to frame my eyebrows. And what I do is I just brush it right off the tip. I always start with the underside and then I work my way up to the top. I honestly don't know how to describe what I'm doing differently from the last video when it comes to this process. I guess I'm really just trying to keep it thin straight off the bat. But as always, I do come back to clean them up. One thing I want to do is make sure that they're not all bushy and fuzzy and like out in the middle, because I used to do that pretty badly back in the day. And back in the day is not very far away. We're talking maybe like 7 months ago, 8 months ago. So this is a very recent quarantine development for me. I'm using my ABH eyeshadow primer. Oh my goodness. Okay, now that I have an abundance of eyeshadow primer on, I am gonna give it a minute or 2 to sit. And then I'm gonna jump right in with that Blue Berry Muffin palette from BH Cosmetics. Can we just... CEO of Trust the Process, okay? This is the palette that I'm using today. And I have already kind of dipped into it, if you can check it out. But I actually think this is such a cute palette. It's kind of 2020 vibes, but it's also like 2015 with the way that there's these like grays and browns and silvers. It really reminded me of an old palette that I was gifted back like in 2015 called the Riri palette. I'm first gonna go in with the shade Fluffy down here and I'm gonna use that as my base. What I'm gonna do is put one color on each eye and I'm gonna move back and forth between eyes. But before I do that, I'm gonna work Fluffy all around this eye. I'm gonna blend it up to the brow bone, up and out, up and out. I did Botox this past month and I did a brow lift and I froze my forehead, and I feel like now I don't have as much of a semi-hooded eyelid. It's still kind of semi-hooded, but I definitely don't think it's like as dramatic as it used to be. And now it's so weird doing my eye makeup because I have to work my crease in at a whole new angle. And I don't even know if I can promote myself for the semi-hooded sister girls. The next shade that I'm gonna jump in with is Treat. I'm going to put it on this outer corner and do a little V action back here. Let me try blending it out with this bigger brush. I don't know why, I feel like it looks so patchy. Maybe it's the brush I'm using. I haven't used this type of brush in a hot minute. Maybe I'll just build it up and out. But the point is to kind of keep it on that outer V, not go too far inward. This is a good stopping point. I'm gonna do it to the other eye now. Ooh. I'm like, I feel like it's blending so much better. And then I went to go into that crease and I'm like, look at how much I just forgot up there. All right, girls, make sure you raise your eyebrows. I'm trying to get into your crease so you don't have a little patch like I did, a little empty line crease patch. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point for that. And I'm gonna fluff that out. Pardon me for doing very abrasive left-right swiping motions. You're actually supposed to just do little circular fluffy motions. But I have a very hard hand, and I heard that's from being confident, when you just kind of like go into a picture and you just go instead of going. I'm gonna move in with the shade 350 degrees. This time I'm using a little tapered fluffy brush. I'm gonna go pack it right into that outer corner and blend it into the gray. Kind of go more into that center crease. I am going to use this brush to kind of work it in and around my eyelid. I'm using 350 over here on this eye. Now that I have that, I'm going to move in with one of the darkest shades in the palette. We're going to tap in to Decadent up here. This shade is kind of like a deep cherry plum brown. And this is the one that really, I feel like, transforms the smoky look. It's like where you get ultra smoky. I'm going to use this little mini blender again. I'm doing exactly what I was doing before, just kind of creating that V and working it around to the middle, but this time I'm moving it more towards the front half of my crease. And I feel like this is only something that I can do now since I've had my Botox brow lift. I don't think that I would have been able to do this a month ago. So if you are a hooded eyelid sister, I am so sorry. Just work the product more above your actual crease, work it where you want it to actually be. Now I'm good with my crease work. I'm gonna go in with my Kiko. What is this? Lost in Amalfi Metal Chrome Eyeshadow. It is like $13. It feels like a super whipped cream. But you guys, if you don't already use liquid eyeshadows, you need to put them into your makeup arsenal because it will change the way that you do your makeup. It will just make everything look so much more vivid and creamy. But okay, let me stop talking. What I do here is I just literally put it on with my finger and I'm creating a base. And this base is gonna pick up the next shimmery eyeshadow. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I wish I didn't do it like this at the back end. Try to not be like me. Try to leave some of that product at the end corner. I'm just gonna use that brush that I was using before with the leftover product on it. I'm actually gonna use my finger and directly go into Cravings. I'm gonna pack it all over my eyelid, right on top of that liquid. Check it out, check it out. Look at how shapoppin' that is. And I know this officially looks like crazy heavy duty, but it's cool, okay? It's cool because we're gonna go. We're gonna go back in and blend it. Except for this, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Hold on, let me just pack the rest. I'm gonna figure that out. But okay, let me stop being distracted. I'm actually gonna try to fix what I just did here. I'm going back in with that gray treat shade. Ooh, I don't think I've ever done this before. I think I'm gonna have to use every single shade that I just used before. I'm kind of adding some gray into this end just to give me a sense of symmetry right now. All right, let me go back into 350 degrees. Let me use a different type of mirror. All right, I'm gonna go back into Fluffy and I'm gonna use that for my brow bone. See, I just did this the other day for TikTok and I felt like it was so cute then. It just gives me such throwback vibes to like simpler times. Times when wearing all Victoria's Secret outfits was the swaggiest thing you could do. I'm going to dip into Baker's Dozen and I'm gonna use that right at the tail end of the crease. Oh my God, this look is turning out cosmic. Oh, this is so cute. I cannot You know what? I'm not gonna do my brow bone because I'm gonna go in with foundation at some point and I'm gonna end up having to get up in that brow bone. I'm just going to save that for last because of the way that I do my process.
I'm doing my primer and moisturizing routine before I go in with my foundation. This part of my routine hasn't changed too much from the past video, so nothing too different. I just felt like I was doing a lot of jibber jabber here, and I really just want to focus on the eye makeup for this video. The only thing I'm doing different here compared to my other videos is that I'm using a Real Techniques Cashmere Dream Sponge. I'm avoiding my eye area because apparently that's where the fine lines are and you can reduce them by not putting foundation there. Because of my acne problems today, I am using a color corrector by Sephora, so there's me using that there. Nothing crazy new here, just the way that I'm avoiding my eye area with foundation and using my color corrector. Everything else is the same, so I'm just gonna go ahead and annotate one of my older videos down below. That way you guys can see the full in-depth walkthrough if that's what you're interested in today when it comes to my foundation. I'm still using the same setting spray, I'm still using the same setting powder, and I'm still doing everything that I used to do, so that's not different, so I'm just speeding right on past it.
This is the shade Y315, and this is called Matte Velvet Skin. I'm gonna touch up my eyebrows, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the eyebrow gel on them. If you feel like anything that you've done has started to fade out the color of your eyebrows, or maybe it overlapped, you can go back in with that product and touch it up. But yeah, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm just carving it back over and I'm refining it. This way I can do those little last detailed touches to my eyes. Sometimes I look down like this and I try to see if this back piece is arched. And if it is, I'll go ahead and try to flatten it. And I can literally only tell if I like look downward like that. So I'm actually going back into my foundation powder and I'm using this buffer brush to blend out this edge. So I feel like this little pimple has been giving me problems all week and I haven't been able to cover it 100. So what I'm gonna do is use the tiniest amount of foundation to kind of build on top of it. I'm actually just gonna use this buffer brush and just touch up all the spots that I feel like my powder brush didn't reach. And I'm going in with my brow setter by Benefit. Some things just never change. So I'm just taking this brush and I'm brushing my brows up and then outward. And this kind of helps brush the product along. But I'm good with this. I'm actually gonna go back into my eye makeup now. We're gonna complete this retro look. I say retro, but we're really talking 2015, this 5-year-old look. So first I'm gonna go back into the shade Fluffy. I'm putting that right over the brow bone, right where we put all that foundation product. Get right under that brow bone. And oh my gosh, I did not even need to put any type of liquid underneath this. You guys, this is why I love BH Cosmetics. It's actually very metallic. But I'm just blending it with my finger here. You know what, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Sugared. Ooh, that highlight. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm also gonna go ahead and use it in the inner outer edge. I know it's like an oxymoron, but I'm gonna use it right here. While I'm here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and dip my pinky back into Cravings. And just in case any fallout got on it. All right, so this is how I do that eyeshadow look all together. Now off camera, I'm gonna go and do my blush, my highlight, and my contour. If you guys wanna see how that looks, go ahead and watch my TikTok makeup tutorial. I'll link it down below. It shows you how I do that entire process from beginning to end, back to front. So go check that out. And I will be right back to do my eyeliner on camera. All right, so back in 2015, we weren't necessarily wearing crazy dramatic eyelashes, but today I'm gonna do them for this look. I'm wearing Snob by Batty B Lashes, and this was a pair that was sent to me. So what you're gonna wanna do is after you place it where you want it, you just use the makeup brush to pat it down and hold it in place. Okay, let's go. Let's do the next one. Oh my gosh, I always get so happy when I get to this part of the process because I'm like, oh my god, finally, I look cute. Like, I don't look like a half makeup monster. Like, now I look glam. I officially love this look, but I'm not even done yet. We still have to do the under eye and the lips. So I'm going to go in back with this palette, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and try Treat for my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm done with this palette right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put mascara on my lower lash using my Perversion mascara. Okay, so there we go. I feel like my lower lash is a little heavy, but you know what? It's dramatic. It's 2015. It's beauty prom queen that has no business going to work looking like this, but she's definitely going to show up for a shift at Victoria's Secret with all this glam. Yes, she is. And by she, I mean me. I have done that. But okay, now let me do my lips. This is pretty much the final look. I'm gonna go set my face with my setting spray and setting powder, just like I did in the middle of the routine. And I'm gonna go pop in some contacts, and then I will be back. I got my contacts on, and now I'm looking extra super sassy. So these are Ochre by Solotica, and they are the year version lens. I actually wore them in my first try on video. I will list the contacts down below in the description. But now I just have to decide what I want to do with my hair. Check this out. I actually really like this look. I just haven't done anything like this in a really long time. So it had to happen. It needed to happen. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking directly into the camera while I'm telling this entire story. I'm just literally like looking at myself in the live feed monitor. That's how obsessed I am. I'm like, I need to not get caught in the look. Now what if, would that be corny? Let me go change this outfit into a dress that I think is gonna top this entire look off. Okay, this is the final look.
We're cheetah girls, we're cheetah sisters, we stand together.
You have been here for the beginning of the video to the end. You saw that whole entire process. If I can do it, you can do it. And you know what? I'm a whole transformer. That's okay. I own it. And you know, this is the cute look today. Who knows what the next look is going to be tomorrow. And I'm so excited to share it with you all the moment that I do it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you like this content. I'm so happy to be able to bring it to you and in this new quality with this background and everything. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye. Me. Ooh. If I wasn't living it La Vida Loca in my bedroom for quarantine time, it would be over for all you hoes.